Okay.
What's going on? What's going on?
Did either of you guys catch AEW last night?
No, I did not. I saw a couple of replays.
What are your thoughts on it, Richard?
It was all right.
At best,
It was all right. Yeah, it was all right.
What'd you think of
Wasn't the
that?
best show, but it was all right.
What did you think of the mixed tag last night at the end of the show?
I don't like the lockjaw.
Nah.
Yeah.
I would have rather seen Tony Storm.
Yeah.
And Jericho.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything for me anymore. He doesn't really do anything.
And of course, Tony had an announcement. Boy, we didn't see that one coming, did we?
No.
CM Punk. Oh my God, did they really? And they're having it in Chicago. You never would have thought he would have come back in Chicago, right?
I'm telling you, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder seen that coming.
Yeah.
He is so predictable, it's not even funny.
I mean, these announcement thing is just getting so old. It's just.
How about coming out one night and not announcing that you're going to come out and say anything?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing every week. Major announcement.
I just come up with another name. I'll reveal it later.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, man. It's going to be a good show. I can't wait.
So no red coat tonight, Mark?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'll up to it tonight.
It is getting a bit warm outside. You know,
I know
you got air, but that can be a bit cumbersome, especially after surgery. You know, how are you feeling, by the way?
I feel okay. I did my last physical therapy session today.
Well, cool. Got that behind you now.
Yeah.
I just sent you another one, Mark.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna send you the one. I'll reveal it later, but.
Oh man. Wow. What's up, Scott?
Okay, come up with this banner.
That's too funny. That one fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Man, I got another one that just popped in my head.
You have to vocalize it during the show as we're doing these, running down these names. So, oh, I could come up with the next decade for NWA. We need that too. Where is it? Almost forgot. Here it is. Okay. I think we're up to the 80s now, aren't we, on the NWA?
Yeah, we did. We
think
did
so.
the 70s last week. Yes, we're up to the 80s.
Okay, we'll do the 80s. We'll do that in the
Second hour.
second area.
Okay, sounds good.
If we have time. Why is it not switching over? Well, we might not do the 80s. It's not switching over.
Hmm.
Oh, it's stuck. I hope I'm not having issues with my signal again.
What's up, EJ?
Who's Facebook user?
I got Scott, and then I got EJ Kelly.
Okay. Is he the one that name up there?
Yep.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Did you see mine too?
Huh?
Did you see mine too? I sent you.
No. See you on the other side.
Hello, I'm the Barbarian, and I'm watching the Spanning the Globe.
That was short.
Yeah, that was really short.
I don't know what happened.
Well, at least we got the Barbarian in there.
Yeah. Why isn't it playing?
I don't know.
It's my stupid internet. Whoop, there we went. Jeez. Come on. Jump start. Can you start?
Hello, I'm the Barbarian, and I'm watching the Spanning the Globe.
Well, Elizabeth Bliss pregnant and Cat Lane is denying paternity. Guido, the self-appointed scam watchdog, is outed as a scammer himself. We are scanning the globe, or scamming the globe. More on these topics and Belt Talk as we dive into that 2 hours with you, our loyal viewers and friends. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am your host, case number BR549, Mark Maggard, aka Scambles. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. And before we begin, I'd like to bring in our usual suspect. I can't talk tonight. Joining us tonight from Cincinnati, Mr. Scammy Davis Jr., case number BH90210.
Hey, everybody.
Well, welcome.
Good to be here.
And from the great Sunshine State of Florida, Father Star, case number 8675309. How are you doing tonight?
God scam you.
Now, Mark, were you scamming us with how that original opening didn't go very well? Were you scamming us there?
No, I'm having signal issues.
Okay.
What it is I'm on T-Mobile home internet. We have one tower here in town, and everybody and their dog is joining up, and they're flooding the tower, so it's slowing everything down.
Hey, I didn't tell you guys my favorite basketball team, right?
Who?
It's called Scamming the Heat.
Just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Just the beginning.
Oh, just wait. It gets better. The Platinum Tour's not going to be on very long tonight because of
well,
my
we're glad you're here anyway, Platinum.
Go Heat. What's up?
Happy Bud Light Month. Oh, Kebby. Hello, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
How are you doing? I'm getting the delay here. There we go. Scammy Lil Jackson. I guess that's EJ.
Yeah, that's EJ.
Okay. We may go off the rails here a little bit.
We're known for
We're
doing
going to take
that.
a whole hour with this.
You never know, though.
Yeah.
You never know.
We're going to have hopefully a special guest here pretty quick to help talk about some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Broskies.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Always.
Yeah, thanks. That's the theme for tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the other intro.
Yeah.
Hoping to get the other guy from the other group on tonight.
Yeah, that other guy.
Jeff Bukaki.
Hey, Jeff.
Bukaki.
Hey, Jeff.
Mr.
Drew.
What's
How you
up?
doing, Drew? Thanks for joining us.
Now, why not think of this name? Scam Larry Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that?
Hello,
What's
Chris
up,
Livermore.
Chris?
Glad to
Hey,
have you
Chris.
watching tonight. Thank you, Scott. when I click on these, it takes a second. I will be singing a slight little tune tonight, so we'll get to that here in a little bit. But first,
Get your
before we do
recorders ready,
that,
everybody.
get your recorders. It's gonna be worth it. Trust me. So before we start on that, I want to start with the belt of the week. I want my videos to play. There we go. It's just a slight delay. I hate this internet. It works fine all day. All the shows.
Are you on Scamnet?
Yeah, I am. So, oops, I lost the belt cam. Hang on a second. Just a second. I reload it. Heck with it. No, I want to put it up here because I want you guys to see it. Maybe I can get on the tower and get off the internet here. Maybe it'll help. It's loading, folks. Bear with me. Bear with me. We don't have Nora on here yet, do we?
Not yet. Not yet.
Probably so, Scott. It's not my usual singing voice, so. Okay, let me set up my camera here. Yeah, I lost it for some reason. Hello, Ethan, and our condolences to you in the loss of your father. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Now we're going to bring in, oops.
We're going to bring in Whoops. Who's Whoops?
Yeah. There we go. There we go. What did you do when you say oops? That's not what I do when I say oops.
What would you do
Come
for
on.
a scam light?
Camera to pop up. It ain't no image. Whoopsie Goldberg. Okay. Well, oh, there it is. There it is. Didn't show up on my camera. There it is. Okay. Yet.
Not yet.
And I'm getting a lot of delays here.
It wouldn't be a show if we didn't have some technical difficulties. There we go.
There it is. There we go.
What's up,
We
Ben?
have belt scam up tonight. Belt cam is belt scam tonight. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit. This is the NWA National Heavyweight Championship, which is held by a lot of different people. Dusty Rhodes. Shoot, I'm drawing a blank now. Technical difficulties. Tully Blanchard held this. I think Wahoo McDaniel held it. Matter of fact, I think Wahoo was the last one to hold this belt.
Didn't Dusty have it too?
Yeah, I mentioned it. The plates are done by Unique Championship Belts, which is a sponsor of the show, by the way. I'm all out of sorts because of the technical difficulties. And I did the leather on this. As I move the camera around, it's just not moving on the screen. There we go. Get your NWA stamp over there. All right, screw it. All right.
Sometimes you just got to say that. Mark.
Screw it. We got a show to do. I know it.
Viewer
Can't get the
discretion
scammer to go.
is advised.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me get off the full screen here. No, I want back on full screen. Okay. I'll just hold it up. Screw it. Oh. Here we go. I did a little work on this, of course. Unique Championship also did the place. Did a really nice job. Look at that. You can't tell with the light, but they did the blue on the globe, which really stands out against the gold.
Mm-hmm.
course, you get the NWA stamp on that side there. And on the other side, between the side plate and the I put the flag. Since it is a national title, I put the American flag on it. So if it's an American themed belt, either American Heavyweight Championship, National Heavyweight Championship, or U.S. Heavyweight Championship, I always put the U.S. flag on it. So, but this is the belt of the week, and thank you. I'm proud of this belt. Yep, Gold Plate on nickel does work. He gets back on here, by the way. Come on. And let me go back to my. This show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship. If the stupid thing will pop, there's like a 5 or 10 second delay where they pop up. Is there any? I'm not gonna play the unique. The unique nothing's working tonight, so let's take it down. Okay, there it is. As soon as I click it off, it pops up there. Guys. Okay. As we mentioned at the top of the show, Alexa Bliss announced this week that her and her husband, Cabrera is his name?
Yep, Ryan Cabrera.
Okay. Are expecting. Was a whoopsie Goldberg. We asked Lane for his alibi. He's claiming he's not the father. He said not his love, and that's she's not my son. So,
I put a phone call into
Maury
Maury Povich.
Yeah, you are the father. So yeah, he's around. We're hoping to come on the show tonight. He's been away for a little bit, so we're hoping to come back on. But we were joking with him about being the father of that child. So, but yeah, a lot of hearts broken. My heart got broken when she got married, and then got broken again when she got pregnant. She'd be a good mother. And Richard, didn't you say that you want to see pictures of her when she was fully pregnant?
Oh yes. I believe there's nothing more sexier than a woman when she's pregnant. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
And after she has a baby.
Yeah. Let me get that picture up here real quick. But at least put his logo up there because I can't play the commercial for some reason.
There you
There we go. There's our other sponsor right there. Maybe it'll clear up by the second hour. So that's our other sponsor.
We'll just think positive, move right along.
I'll say a prayer.
Lane is Doug Clifton in real life.
Father Scammy Sarducci.
There you go. There you go. Okay, the reason for the scam marks in reference, we talked about this guy. I think it was last week. It's Giovanni Guido Tinoco, or Tinoco, what this may be.
Sunoco.
And I, all the details, but I know that he's gathered the attention of one Gary Sutton. I think a lot of you have heard of Gary Sutton. Very interesting individual. He's here lately of Mr. Guido Tinoco and some posts that are hilarious. But apparently what's going on, I'm hoping Ben will come on here a little bit. We've invited him to come on the show to talk about this. He knows a little bit more detail about this. But supposedly what's going on is, he's got the scammer group where he has appointed himself the scam watch guy and has labeled a lot of people scammers. He's labeled Jermaine Floyd a scammer, Joey Gray, who's a good friend of ours, labeled him a scammer.
He labeled Jermaine.
Man Up.
Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine Up. Man Up. A lot of people, it's ridiculous. And it's so stupid stuff. But what's really wrong with this picture is supposedly what's going on is when he'll order a belt from a maker, he'll pay the middleman to middleman's PayPal tracking number and then file a claim against PayPal to get his money back. That is the definition of a scammer. He hasn't even got the belt in hand yet, but as soon as he gets the number, he files a claim against PayPal. This is what I understand has happened. Hopefully, shed some more light on this. I'm getting a slight delay. That's why I'm slow. It's just I hate this. But
welcome aboard,
so
Brian.
anyway, yeah, there's way too much scamming going out there, and it's on both ends. I mean, it's on both sides of the whether you're buying or selling. It's scamming. There's people selling belts that they don't own. They post other people's pictures. People like this guy who are buying belts and gets tracking numbers and then files a claim, gets his PayPal back, which doesn't just get his money back, and he sells the money, but it also hurts that other person's PayPal. They shut their PayPal down because they've been accused of fraud, and it really hurts them. So it's not a good thing. Scott?
Scott.
Yeah. If you're
What's up,
watching us
Scott?
on Facebook, and if you don't click on the StreamYard link to allow StreamYard to display your name on the screen, we see you as a Facebook user. But if you're watching us on YouTube, you can go over to the YouTube channel, the Wide World of Belts YouTube channel, and watch Spanning the Globe on there live. We simulcast on there. And that part of the podcast is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast out of Oklahoma City. That is Landon Baumgartner and Jake Keel. They do a great job. They love to talk about wrestling, and they help us with a subscription for StreamYard, so makes that very possible. Otherwise, we just stuck on Facebook. So anyway, this Giovanni Guido Sarducci Pinocchio, whatever his name is, he's Pinocchio. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, those girls out there. Gary Sutton has had some fun with this guy while taking shots at him, and deservedly so if he's doing this. I'm not saying the guy is guilty, but it doesn't look good. Well, darn. Here's a former guest of ours, referee Ryan Martin. Glad to see you.
What's up?
Thanks for joining us tonight. We had him on the show a few months ago, but I haven't watched it tonight. So anyway, Gary Sutton's put some wanted posters up on his in his group page, Custom Made Crew, and they're hilarious because he's added nicknames to this guy, and I'm gonna share a couple of the names he's come up with, and then we've added some of our own before the show.
Oh,
just a few. Just a few.
Just a little bit.
Just a few. Yeah, it just goes on and on and on. The first one he came up with was Scammy Sosa, who used a cork bat, by the way. Then he came up with Samuel L. Jackson. And he came up with one today. That was hilarious. Scammy the Bullshitter Gravano. And, of course, we came up with our own names for the show tonight. I'm Junior Scamples. That's Junior Samples from Hee Haw, if you recognize that. And that's that's another thing he does on his scammers group. He assigns case numbers for these scammers as if they mean anything.
So we've all got our case number.
So we saved him the trouble of assigning a case number to us. I've assigned myself case number BR549. Richard is a father scammer Sarducci. His case number is 867-5309. If you call it number, Jenny will answer. And Andy is Scammy Davis Jr. His case number is BH90210. So you can surmise what that means. So we've come up with some other names of our own for this alleged scammer. Scammy Guevara.
They get better as they go.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep a straight face as I go through these. Scam Shady. Scamalicious. Scamalama Ding Dong.
It rolls off the tongue.
Oh, it does. It does.
It does. If you're a fan of the infomercials, you remember the Scam Wow?
Sure do.
And this name, you can't touch this one. MC Scammer.
Please, scammer, don't hurt him.
Yeah, yeah. If you love ballads, you'll love this one. Barry Scamolo.
One of my favorites.
He writes the whole song. He writes the songs that makes the whole world sing.
Makes
And
the whole world sing.
this is my personal favorite. Osama bin Laden. When he travels, he carries around his Scamsonite suitcase.
Yes. Gotta take that with him.
Roy.
Just cause.
My apologies to Liam Neeson on that one. Man of Steel.
Oh man,
This hurts. This hurts.
It does. Oh my god.
And I don't know if he's a husband and father, but I'm sure they have scamily matters. Because when you run a scam, it takes nerves of steel.
the best one is yet to come, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If he's not careful, he's going to end up on Swindler's List.
Oh man. Oh boy.
But he's going to have to file taxes on all this money he's stolen. Otherwise, Uncle Scam will come after his share.
Sure will.
But hopefully he'll be able to save up enough to pay for the next pay-per-view that's coming up, Summer Scam.
Yeah, I'll be ready for that. Yes.
And of course, sitting on the couch during the whole event's going to lead to having some scameroids.
Turning really red there, Mark.
I hate to catch that, man.
Yeah. And of course, the next pay-per-view coming up also is Scamiversary. And
I heard hemorrhoids are like luggage; you can't get rid of them.
That's right. That's right. Preparation H. So it gets him hungry when he gets up in the morning. He goes down to Denny's and gets his Grand Scam breakfast.
Oh man!
I mean, you have to have a full stomach to go scamming the globe, literally.
Literally.
You can poke fun at ourselves. That's okay. But I mean, he's gonna develop a reputation where he's gonna qualify for a Scammy Award,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll of course have all his adoring female fans with Scamel Toe.
Oh my. Oh my. Did we really
They make
pick that one up?
They make a cream for that, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Scam Man Crothers. Scam Man Crothers. Hong Kong Fooey, Scamalope.
Envelope. That's what he's on a diet.
Yeah. There you go. Of course, when he was a baby, his mother put Scampers on him. And then when he grew up, he could put his own clothes on. He decided to wear Scamouflage. Tony Khan. Tony Khan.
Now that is true right there. That is so true.
There's your big announcement. He's filed another PayPal claim. And this is the last one, folks. This is the last one. I swear. I apologize ahead of time for this stuff. He's trying to organize a group of scammers, and they're going to call themselves the SWO, the Scam World Order. So,
and don't forget the best one of them all, Macho Man, Scandy Savage. Oh
Savage, yeah. Scamla Anderson. I haven't thought of that one. That's a good one. Great scam wizard. He's almost on the E-dub level. He's working to get to that level.
Possibilities.
Thank you, Platinum. Thank
He's
you, Platinum.
the God scammer.
Glad you stuck around for those. Yeah, we covered that one. Okay, his real name is Giovanni Guido Tanaka. And he's got a group, and I can't remember what they call it. It's some scammers group where he posts. Most scammers group are a group where you can go report scammers, and they put it on the page so they confirm it. This guy has self-appointed himself the new sheriff in town, and he's the one that basically says, "Hey, this guy's a scammer, that guy's a scammer," without any evidence. So
Why does that name sound
It's
like an
very
exotic male dancer?
I don't know. Platinum.
Let's see. The name of his group is Belt's Most Wanted Scammers.
Oh,
He should be at the
Jesus.
top of the list.
Yes, he should. Yes.
He's very skillless.
Get my
There you go. I remember the unknown scammer. Yeah. The gong show.
Yeah.
I like
Did
that
paper
one.
bag over his head. Yeah. So anyway, if you're doing business with Giovanni Guido Tanaka, I would approach with caution. Because scandalous, just scandalous. Because apparently this has happened 2 or 3 different times. That he's pulled this PayPal thing where he'll file a claim before he even gets the belt in hand. And so I guess you could say he's at the grand scam with that one. Good evening, Cuddles. Oh, wish Nora was here. So anyway, I
I'm
hope you
calling him
enjoyed that list of
Mr.
names.
26.
Mr. 26, yeah. Yeah, Mr. 26, yeah. He won a belt last week. So Scammy Savage, yep. I like Tony
yeah.
Khan.
Yeah, that's one of the
We are
best
now
ones.
scamming the globe. That's right. Yeah, we're now scamming the globe. That's right. So anyway, just do your due diligence. Deal with no makers. Deal with no middlemen. Use PayPal goods and services. Just protect yourself. You shouldn't have any trouble. But it's funny. Some of these most infamous scammers, EDub, hide out in plain sight. Hello and goodbye.
Hey, Megan.
Hey, Megan.
Giovanni Guido Tanaka cough belt. Tanaka belt. Okay.
That's good. I like that.
Kevin's a clever individual.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: I'm going to tap themselves to clean up the hobby single-handedly. Beware, because there's no individual that can do that. There's no ensemble of people that can do that. I mean, we 3 guys, we can tell you who's doing what as we come up with the information, but that's not going to stop them. We can just expose them and hope that people just kind of avoid those people and be careful. But just deal with no makers. Ask around, ask for references. Always protect yourself. Not just if you're selling a belt, but if you're buying a belt. Because there are some buyers that will pull some stunts too, and he's apparently one of them. So, again, I'm not convicting the guy, but there's a lot of talk about what he's done. And if you see some of his videos of his new belt days, they're a little weird. He's rather proud of his tattoos, by the way. So.
He likes to do videos sitting in the dark in his car or in a dark room. I don't know what he's trying to go for there, but it's really strange.
Yeah. So, Giovanni Guido Tanaka, a.k.a. Scam Shady. Just take your pick. Just take your pick. Let me go back to my list of things we had here. I got an email yesterday, and many of you may have too. If you ordered the Power Town figures, apparently they are finally shipping. Minus one. And let me get my phone so I can see what I'm reading here.
I wonder if they're going to throw in a scam certificate.
I don't know. Let me get my phone. I can't pass that picture.
Scamzilla, Ben says.
Scamzilla. Here you go. Ben, you want to come on? We sent you a link.
You want us to bring you in, Mr. Ben?
Bring you in.
I'll bring you in.
People watch this show probably looking at themselves going, "The hell?"
Well, speaking of that, we haven't seen Gianni yet.
Yeah. Yeah, he hadn't commented yet. He may
I
still be
think
in
he
jail
said he was
cell.
going to be. I think he
Gianni,
said he's going to be busy.
Gianni and Nor.
Yeah.
Out of the dark comes the dark scammer.
I think Gianni's butt hurt.
The dark scam duck.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I'm
think
gonna
you guys
keep
better,
quiet.
So anyway, Powertown sent me out an email, and I'm gonna put these screenshots up here, and I'll read read them as they go on. Hopefully, you can see these on the screen or read them on the screen. Of course, there's a heading. Well, don't those things look good? Look
Yeah,
in
they
the
do.
picture anyway. Now you'll notice there's one figure missing, and this email I got explains that. It says here, to all our Powertown supporters, this week is the week, all caps. We hear you, and we can't wait anymore either. Shipping starts now. NOW, big all cap letters. Due to an unanticipated several-week gap between the in-warehouse arrival of the Kerry Von Erich figure, which is the one missing from the picture, and the rest of the Powertown Ultra Series 1, we made the decision to begin shipping the 5 figures we have at the fulfillment center. That's right. Your Vern Gagne, Luthez, Stan Hansen, Bruiser Brody, and Magnum TA collectible figures will begin shipping today. This was yesterday. Even if you ordered a Kerry Von Erich figure, as long as you didn't order that figure alone, your orders will begin shipping this week. We will be fulfilling the Kerry Von Erich collectible figure as soon as we possibly can, and at no further cost to you. If you have had any change in shipping information since your initial order that you have not already notified us of, you get your corrected address to us now by emailing your order number and changed address to support@powertownwrestling.com. Where'd my other screen go? Here we go. Later this week, look for Matt Cardona and Brian Myers' review of Powertown Ultra Series 1 on the MWFP, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, as well as an early peek at the Powertown, Cardona, and Myers Ultras. And there's apparently a link to take you to the YouTube video. It goes on to say, we are bursting at the seams to get these collectible figures into your hands and collections, and we think you'll find them worth your wait. Where have I heard that before?
Yeah.
Thank you sincerely for your patience and your support. Steve Rosenthal, managing partner, Powertown Wrestling. Please note, this is important. Please note, tracking information emailed to you in the coming days will read as order fulfilled. If you ordered a Kerry Von Erich figure, that is not the case, and we are aware that you will still have Kerry Von Erich coming to you. So, good news on the horizon, finally.
Did you order Kerry, Mark?
Yes, I did. I ordered both of them, both sets. The
Okay.
Series 1, or there were 3 in each series, I guess it was, or 3 in each set. So I ordered all 6. Dark Scam Duck. All right, Ben. All right.
Sounds good, Ben.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's working at a concert tonight.
Oh, okay.
Must be Johnny Cash's Fulton Prison Blues. Scammer Darkly. We're never going to hear the end of this. So anyway, someone got a new belt today, and if you may still be watching, Mr. Mark Laverty got a new belt today, or yesterday. Was it yesterday he got the belt?
Yeah.
Yesterday. Yeah, very nice.
Yesterday.
And I'm currently in the process of getting with him to get a video of that so we can show it as the belt of the week next week. So,
sounds good.
If you need help with that, Mark, I'll help you.
Okay, because I'm sure people get tired of seeing the same belts in my collection every week.
Yeah.
But I still have 8 or 9 sets and boxes to be done. And I got 3 on my workbench I'm working on right now. They're customer belts, which give me fits. So what else we got on the tube tonight? Oh, I forgot my little ditty. I got to do my little ditty, don't I?
Uh-oh,
There you
here
go.
we go.
Yeah, we're waiting
Okay.
for it.
Yeah. So in the spirit of Scammy Davis Jr., I came up with a little tune to the tune of the Candyman. Except this is called the Scammy Man. Okay, so bear with me. I apologize. You might want to turn your volume down, otherwise it'll scare your dogs. So or your wives. So I'm gonna sing this little song, and I hope you enjoy it. So, who can take your PayPal? Then go file a claim. Stealing from collector, so he'll take the walk of shame. The Scammy Man. The Scammy Man can. The Scammy Man can, cause he files a lot of claims and makes himself look good. So here you go. Thank you. Thank you very much. That'd be all right. I'll do. I've done real leather for that belt before, and I might still have the template for it too.
That belt is heavy, man.
Yeah, we're not gonna reveal what it is. We'll wait till next week. But we'll reveal what it is. Oh, nice. Scratch logo, big old. Okay, cool.
Very nice.
Congrats, man. Perfect pick.
Yep. Congrats.
Thank you, Scott. I wrote that song right before the show,
He did right before us. He wrote the whole.
and I sent that
You
to
got-
Gary Sutton. We'll see what Gary does with it if he chooses.
You guys heard the one I sang, right, for the weekly video?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Ben
Um,
will like that one.
Yeah. So I've got 3 belts on my workbench right now. One of them's giving me fits. I've got a Big Eagle and call American Idol. Yeah, right. If you're thanks for I actually sing better than that, but I don't sing those kind of songs. So
One day we'll have Mark put his concert video on here.
yeah.
There were
Actually sang
cooking
in
steaks
public one.
behind him
Okay,
as he
done.
sang. It's legendary.
Yeah.
He was so hot, he was steaming.
He was.
That's it.
The guy was just so hot that night. Literally.
I was on fire.
He was
Literally.
on fire. Yeah. He was burning it up. He was
sizzling
burning it up.
hot.
So anyway, where was I going with this? Lost my train of thought. Oh, I'm working on 3 belts right now. One of them is a Big Eagle, and I won't reveal, it's customer belt, so I won't reveal that. But I've had some trouble with these. If you order plates, just plates, and you can, please check the back of your plates for the bolts if they got bolts on the back, and make sure they're welded well, because this one I've got, I went to go to put the nuts on the back, and one of them popped off, which happens sometimes. It's just, if you over torque them, sometimes they pop loose, they come out of the weld. So I went to take a look at it, and I saw that what apparently had happened was the maker had welded those on, didn't use a lot of weld for some reason. It just barely held on there. And when that bolt popped off, usually if that happens, there's some welding material around the head of the screw. And this one, it was just a clean head. There's barely any welding material or any flux or anything around that thing. And it looked like, because you can't re-weld after you plated the belt, because it mars the the other scammer. Okay. Oh man, that's great. Ben Walker, welcome to the show.
Welcome,
Good
Ben.
evening, fellas. How you doing? How's it
We're
going?
gonna get your insight on Mr. Guido here in a minute, but I'm gonna finish this real quick. But what apparently it looked like happened was, and those plates weren't meant to be added onto leather at that shop. It was supposed to be sent to me, and I was gonna put them on leather, but somehow that bolt had broken off, and because I saw some JB Weld residue around that bolt, wasn't enough to hold it. That's why it popped off. So I took some JB Weld and put it back on there and let it sit overnight and put it back on the belt, and it did just fine. But when I went to put the logo plate on, I was grinding down the bolts, and the bolt I was grinding on the logo plate popped off just from grinding on it. I've had bolts pop off from over torquing, but never from grinding on the bolts. And I'll see if I put that picture back up here just a second. I took a picture of it, showed it to the customer. Let me find it here real quick. Show a couple pictures here. 3 pictures, as a matter of fact. Okay, they're uploading, so bear with me. I got slow internet tonight for some reason. So if you do order plates only, just inspect them really good on the back, especially if they're bolts on the back. Make sure you got plenty of welding material. Upload's taking too long. It's about connection issues. Usually fixed by trying again. Okay. Yeah, they're not working. Okay. Try it again. I put some JB Weld on that logo plate. It's sitting overnight, and because I got them on the strap, I'm just ready to go. I want to get this belt done. So, but it doesn't look like there's a very good weld on any of the bolts. So I can't guarantee that that the bolts won't break off from handling the belt later. But that's not a leather issue; that's a plating issue. So, Ben, we were talking about Giovanni Guido Tanaco, and you know more about this than I do. Could you please explain what he's been doing, allegedly been doing?
So what happened? What happened is this guy went, put up old information, these old files. He's getting fed all this old stuff, old situations, and he's trying to popularize himself with this information, even though the situations have even been settled. And that's coming from the mouth of someone that is putting this information in this guy's head that talked to me directly, right?
Yeah.
So, yep, that's me. I'm the other scammer.
What's up, Jason Cortez?
Championship Belt Brothers.
You remembered.
It's not in there tonight.
I remember, doesn't it?
I know.
Let it go, Mark.
Right. Let it go.
Thank you.
You just got to live with it. So this guy has taken amongst himself to make these file numbers and these case numbers, and he's doing this, this deep reporting, or I wouldn't call it reporting. All he's doing is recycling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing any legwork on any of this. He had to literally be told about a maker scamming people, the whole Hater Con thing. Then all of a sudden he wanted to make a case number and a file and all of this stuff. He wanted to make it seem all presentable. By the way.
Ben, we had a saying about this when we were kids. Remember the word biter?
Yeah, biter.
He's biting off of people.
That's what dead on, biter. So then he's gone as far as attacking great people in the hobby. So
yeah,
then out of the darkness comes his situation. So he filed a PayPal claim against a maker, and the guy that he filed the PayPal claim on was, the middleman of said maker. So he was supposed to pay the full amount for this belt. All right, here's the scenario. If you agree to an amount and you pay it, then you're in full payment, regardless how bad or how good that belt or that product could have came out as, right? Mm-hmm. So what makes it okay for anyone to go and file a claim after the product has shipped? You ain't even got it to you yet. The product shipped, and the maker was kind of late on shipping it. And all of us that has bought from makers, come on, that's commonplace. But this guy laid claim that he's been in the hobby for 20 years. But then he's doing amateur stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard about this guy.
Go ahead.
I haven't heard of the guy until just recently.
Right. Yeah. No, none of us have. But he's been here for 20. None of us. He's been here for 20 years. He's been here for 20 years, according to him.
He's been hiding real well then.
Right. He's been lurking his ass off for 20 years. So then I should have used that. I should have put my name B in. So he is laying his claim that he's been in the hobby this long, but he's doing rookie stuff. You know what I mean?
Trying to make a quick name for himself.
Right. What make you, if you've been in this hobby for 20 years, who is it to back that claim up besides you saying you have? I have people that say that met me and know me, and I can tell them, I told Rusty Miller, and that's how he knew I've been around. I was like, all the groups, the Yahoo groups, the Angel Fire groups, all those groups that we had back in the late 90s, early 2000 time frame. So he can't, he can say that all he wants. Anyway, let me get back on track. So this guy basically took $150. He put a PayPal claim, pulled that claim, and then put another PayPal claim because he wasn't happy with the belt. We've all got belts that we wasn't happy with. Andy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Andy,
Big time.
right, Richard?
I have
Martin,
to.
we've all gotten belts.
Yep.
We all have received belts that we've not been happy with, but we honored the agreement.
Mhm.
We didn't go back and say, hey, you know, my thing is if I get a bad belt, you won't get another order from me. Or it's going to take a lot to convince me to make you order from me again.
Mhm.
Not me lay a PayPal claim against this guy's middleman because you pissed off because the belt didn't come out to the quality of your 20 years experience. It didn't come out as what you want. You know, that's wrong. That's theft by perception.
You know what people are not realizing too, when you put claims like this, it hurts people's accounts, and sometimes they're actually linked to their bank accounts.
It was linked to this person's bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Their
lost
PayPal
$150 because
PayPal
this
gets shut
guy
down right there.
right because this guy laid a claim, and it only takes one PayPal claim to get your
Yeah.
PayPal shut down.
Just one.
It only takes
Yeah.
one. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you got to have multiple claims against you.
No.
No, it takes one.
Mhm.
One claim. All
Yep.
right. So when you lay a claim on somebody like that, yeah, he still got the belt. He still has the belt, and he got the money. And he took this guy's $150. Dude, that's theft.
Yep.
So how is this guy going around trying to certify himself as scammer extraordinaire, king of the scam? He's gonna catch everybody. Dun, 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 super scam man. How is he going around laying this claim and doing this? But then he laid claims against Jermaine, Man Up, and Joey Gray, and other people.
Mhm.
But you don't have no hard evidence against those guys because there's none. The whole situation with Jermaine was settled, and it's to the point that maker has been sending Jermaine friend requests. So if Jermaine scammed this, come on. If Jermaine scammed this maker, Samuel Malik, if he scammed this maker, and the guy that was involved with spreading this whole news, this whole story, I'm not going to say his name because then he's going to say that I am clout chasing him. So that's the closest you're going to get. If he scammed this guy, if Jermaine scammed this maker, why is this maker sending him friend requests? Why is this maker trying to get in the championship belt brothers? If somebody did you wrong, why would you run back to that guy's direction?
Right.
Why?
True.
Yep. True.
Why?
Mhm.
And then
Very true.
that same person turned around and said, that same person that's spreading all this news and this word, you know, he's one of God's favorite children, right? Why would he tell me in a conversation, oh well, the whole situation is settled? So why are you still spreading it? Why are you still throwing gas on the fire? Let it burn out. There's nothing there. So yeah, that's what I can offer.
Well, he's a scam bag, not a scumbag.
That too. Douchebag, scam bag, scumbag, all the same.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? And why are you using this guy as a springboard to try to spread all this stuff?
Because he's been in the hobby for 20 years.
But he's been in the hobby for the 20 years. So if you've been in the hobby for the 20 years, the biggest scammer in the hobby, you never called out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You never said anything about him. You never recognized him. If you're running a scammer group, he should be the face of that group. And you never mention this guy.
Should be the number one on the list.
Number one. Public enemy, belt community enemy, number one. Number one.
And we don't know who number two is.
Right behind him.
Literally number two.
Literally number two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like this. So why would you not say anything about those guys, but then you out to try to target innocent ass people?
Mhm.
I don't get it. But then you was doing dirt all along, and that's how it always been happening in this hobby. Is these guys, E-Dub, would go around laying claims that somebody was scamming, somebody was doing this, somebody was doing that, and they was pulling their capes out and trying to go around and play Superman with all of that stuff, and they was the main ones doing it.
That comment right there.
Exactly, Jason.
That's right,
Right
Jason.
there. That tells me you have experience in this hobby, and I know because I've known you for years. That right there tells me that you have experience in this hobby. You've paid attention to what's going on in this hobby.
Yeah, if it's not good, you don't share it. That's
Right,
it.
right.
Right.
No
You
positive
know how
about
many
it.
belts has crossed my house, came into my house that I never showed you guys? I once threw a belt away on a live in the trash can. Go look at my lives in championship belt, brother.
Not
I
share
threw
worthy.
it was a Texas belt.
Yeah.
I threw it in the trash. People still talk about that. So if you're not gonna honor you that's theft.
Mhm.
You did not honor the agreement. You took $150 from somebody, and that person's still asking for his money back because you wasn't happy.
Yep.
But you got 20 years experience.
Yeah, he's 20 years. None of us have heard of him in his 20 years.
If you got
None of us.
if you got 3 years experience, you know what's been going on in the belt community, the belt hobby, the wrestling community, wrestling hobby, the last 20 years, because it's
With
grown from
all-
this
I
much
ordered a
to
set of-
this much.
I ordered a set of plates from Maker one time. They came in, they were scratched up. I got like 3 or 4 sets of plates, and this set of plates was underneath another one. The bolts on the top scratched. And so what I did is I turned around and put them on leather and sold the belt, and turned around and gave the maker half the money because I had to get money for my leather job, and he had to get money for his plates. So
Right.
he was happy with that. So
It's as long as there's
but,
an
you
agreement.
don't just keep the belt.
Yeah. At the
Um,
end of the day, there are reputable scammer groups out there that have been around
Jason,
for
that's
a
what I'm talking about.
while, and the group leaders of the group are known people in the hobby.
right. Scammers of the belt.
Yeah.
Scammers of the belt.
Yep.
Mhm.
Go there. A guide to a belt hobby. That's another place.
Yeah,
It's the
that's a
other
real
group,
good
yeah.
one.
It has a scammer list. It may need to be updated, but it has a scammer list. Those are run by reputable people. Yeah,
Mhm.
my tongue ain't working tonight.
Easy for you to say.
And right,
But yeah, and not all scammers show up on those lists because they haven't been outed yet. But if you have questions about somebody, you don't trust something about them, they give you kind of a tingly feeling in your neck. Ask around.
right.
I don't know everybody in this hobby. I know there's a lot of people I don't know this hobby.
His lineup,
I'm sure you guys are the same.
I've been in the hobby for 20 years. Reminds me of somebody else saying I've been in sales for 20 years. It's very similar to E-Dub. Very similar.
Very.
Yeah.
Very. He was going around. It's almost identical mirrors the whole situation.
Yes.
And now we're starting to find out that this guy took $150 from somebody. He basically took it from him, laid a PayPal claim,
Mhm.
and PayPal sided on him. He got held up on a PayPal claim, and thought it was cute, thought it was funny, and then he's trying to justify what he did. There's no justification. But
No.
you've been in the hobby for 20 years, but you're trying all of a sudden on year 20 you want to run a scammers page.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
It's all a recycle. We all keep going through a cycle. There's always somebody that tries to come in and take the hobby from us and take it over,
Mhm.
and then try to make themselves
save
the
it.
king, or they're the savior, or they're the big dog or whatever you want to call. There's always somebody that somebody comes along. It'll go dormant, it'll go quiet, everybody will be peaceful, it'll be okay, no problems. We get the little scammers here and there, and I like to shout out to everybody that is helping each other point these people out. If it don't look right, it don't smell right, it don't sound right, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. That's the only way to deal with this stuff is to stick together. You know, not that's where you came on the show, and that it's going to take everybody in the hobby and going on.
And like that word bootleg, I don't like to use that word because there's a lot of designs that are not copyrighted.
A whole lot of
A lot of designs are not copyrighted.
Yes.
And people can go around and lay claim that they are, but you got to show me proof. You know, don't tell me it's in your storage unit because I'm gonna call you out and tell you you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Mr. Hudson.
Says it all right there.
It's in my scammer unit.
Yeah.
Right.
Still looking for it. Give me a break.
Right.
It is. We're looking for it.
So yeah, it's as a hobby as a whole, man, we're doing pretty good, but it's always it always seems like somebody comes out of these holes in the ground and lay claims and they're not right. And some guys that try to take this hobby over learned that it's pretty much not, feasible. I have people come to me all the time, oh man, you're this and that. And I'm like, man, I'm a collector just like you guys, man.
Yep.
That's
You're gonna make me go there, aren't you, Jason?
My end question. There you go, hit it.
Cease and desist.
I am, but
Cease and
I am,
desist.
There's a delay.
Oh, wait.
Sorry about my rant.
Cease and desist.
That's all right.
Cease and desist.
Yeah, a lot of this has been sitting on my chest, man. Because this guy will.
What's
turn
up,
around.
Pierce?
Hey, Pierce.
Hey, Pierce.
Hello,
Hey,
Pierce.
Pierce. He'll post something else. He'll post another video in the dark.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
those the videos sitting in a car, sitting in an apartment or
What?
some room.
You can't sit in your house and do a video? You gonna
He's
get
afraid of
somebody
guns.
gonna yell at you in the house?
He must be a vampire too, because he doesn't like light on him, so he must be a vampire.
Yeah.
Check out those guns and those tattoos on his arms.
Oh yeah.
Gary
Yeah.
Sutton was dead on with his impression. That was great.
So, let me tell you something. There's a lot more coming. Trust me.
There we go.
I can't wait.
It's far from over.
Yeah.
He's got.
I know a lot of people.
He's got months of
I know-
material.
I know that Gary Sutton is kind of an acquired taste for a lot of people, but this stuff is good. It really is.
Yes.
Hey, Ben, did you catch my video of the week?
I did not.
Look at all these scammers surrounding me every day.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to go back and look at. I'm gonna have to go back and catch
Oh,
that.
Juan.
I could have kept it going, but I cut it short.
So, yeah. Well, the first time I saw him talk about he's going to be the savior of the hobby, I saw
Who the fuck is that guy?
Right.
the video.
Yeah.
Like,
He's gonna save us all.
He
Yeah.
just came out the bat cave on us, man.
I feel
Well,
safe
I
and
don't know.
secure now knowing
he's
he's
been
take care of the hobby.
He's been in the hobby for 20 years, so I guess he's not the biggest secret, huh?
Yeah.
But nobody
that's
knows
the-
who this
He's
guy
been in the hobby
is.
20 years. All of a sudden, he's going to start outing scammers.
He
now.
looks like he
He's
owns
been holding
stock
it
in
right.
Aqua Velva.
Right.
Yeah.
But he didn't go to the number one scammer of all time.
Yeah.
Never touched on that.
Didn't even mention him.
No.
Nothing.
Never touched on that.
Yeah.
I would think with his skills, not that I know what his skill set is, on a scale of 1 to 10 is like a 1. his skill set would have the obvious would have been go after that one guy. I don't know, man. That don't seem right to me. And I mean, I'm just waiting. One day he's gonna put me on the poster. I'm gonna laugh. I might make it my profile picture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mock him.
That will show that
And-
you
and
arrived.
this- and-
You've
and-
arrived.
and this is the other thing too. If you got a situation with somebody, why don't you PM that person? Say, hey,
Exactly.
you know,
Communicate.
I heard this situation, this and that and the other. If you're gonna investigate, when the police, here we go. If the police investigate somebody for a murder, don't they investigate then don't they interview the suspect?
Usually. Yeah.
But he's put case numbers like he's the FBI.
Yeah. That whole
Those
case,
case numbers are a joke. They don't mean anything.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
they're a joke.
He's got to have a file number.
He's
Gotta
acting
have
like
a
the
file
California raisins. He heard
It
it through the
makes him look
grapevine.
real important to him, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Official.
I mean, dude, that you know what? That takes a lot to come up with
Yeah.
case numbers. Big
Wow.
man.
We'll talk a bit.
I'm gonna put a number under this guy's
There we
name.
go.
and make
Oh
it
no,
sound
not a
important.
number. I got a number. Oh,
Right.
crap.
Hey, you guys better be careful. He might start filming a TV show called The Scam Files.
Right. You
Oh.
know. You know
Maybe
what?
you can
He
stop
probably-
a scammer.
You know who he can hire? He can hire Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC.
Why don't you take
Yeah.
a seat
and
over here?
have him pop up at our houses and tell us that they
Yeah.
got a belt case number against us.
Take a
Oh,
seat over there, would you
geez.
please? We'll talk about a little bit more on this on the other side. We're going into hour number.
Maybe he'll pick up some Zimas.
Yeah. I hope somebody that's a friend with him or a friend of his is watching the show. Send him the link to this YouTube channel and let him see this because I want him to see some of these names he's acquired. Well, I'd roll a bell. Yeah. And I'm gonna put these names up as we talk some more.
And you know, and we never deleted his videos from Championship Belt Brothers. But if you go in there and watch his videos, they don't like he like that bit gold he got. He talked up this maker, Next video, he trashed it.
Yeah.
Like, are you confused?
It sounds familiar, Ben, don't you think?
Yeah, very.
Well, something
Sure.
else he would do when he would do a belt opening, he would open the belt, and while he's doing it, he's talking about different scammers. I mean, it's either new belt there or it's a scammer expose.
I'm
make your
running
mind.
the scam page, and I had a bad vibe and a bad feeling about that guy, and I was like, he's gonna do something in here, and sure enough, bang! Right after I said that, I told you guys that. I told a few other people that.
Scam-a-lam-a
This
ding
guy,
dong.
he came right through, right through the door, and then he went whining because he got removed from our group. Like, dude, I'm not gonna let you take a dump in my backyard, bro. Like, you're not gonna do that.
Mhm.
You know, if anybody's gonna talk bad about Mark, you guys gonna remove him from Wide World of Belts. He's gotta go.
Mhm.
You know, that's if anybody talks bad about you and love those wrestling belts, he's gotta go. You're not gonna talk bad about one of us in
No.
our own group. Go do it in your group. I'm not even in this group. Got sent an invite to that group, and I deleted it.
Mhm.
I declined it. I didn't want to go in there. Why? Because I didn't want to read a bunch of garbage. You know, it takes time for when you have belt review groups or scammers groups. It takes time for you to build a reputation.
Yep.
You know,
Sure does.
you just don't come out of the darkness. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess he does.
He likes the
Don't-
darkness.
Right. You know, you just don't come out the darkness and then all of a sudden think everybody's supposed to believe everything you say and believe everything you put up there as facts.
The Swindler's List is classic.
Swindler.
I love
like-
that one.
My personal favorite is Scam-a-lam-a ding dong.
Yeah.
I like Scammerly Matters.
Yeah, don't sit on the couch. You might catch a case of scamroids.
He's a scamroid in the hobby.
Oh man.
He's gonna watch Scamiversary.
Like I said,
Yeah.
Gary's loaded up. is this guy might want to pull back because it's just scraping the surface right now with the stuff I've seen. Oh boy. Oh
It's
boy.
good. Good
Oh
stuff.
boy, it's gonna get good. It's gonna get
I like to see what Gary would do with that song I hit on the weekly video. I can tell you he could do that.
I sent him the one I just sang earlier.
yeah. He's
Yeah, I wonder if he
Jack-
sits there and watches the scam files and eats Scantaloupe.
Yeah.
yeah,
While we're any scampers or scamouflage.
camouflage.
Oh, look at this one.
Tony Khan. That's great. That's great.
SW. The scam world order.
Oh man.
Scammy savage.
Scam bunny. There he is.
Nor, there you
Oh,
are.
go.
Finally.
Now
What's up, Norm?
now we're official.
Yeah, we were
Long enough.
concerned.
Yeah. Scammy
Scammy
Guerrero.
Guerrero.
Oh, Scammy Guerrero, yeah.
Scammy Rhodes.
Well, hopefully you caught all the names there, Nor. If not, go back and watch the replay. It's worth it. Trust me. Well, thanks for your insight on that, Ben, because I didn't have all the information. I knew you had it, and I just I wanted to make sure I was accurate what I was putting out there. So
Yeah, and it's just this $150 situation, you know, he's trying to justify it, right?
Yeah.
He's
Now,
got the
you
belt.
got
He's
your
got the
hand-
cash. What else
right,
does he
you
need?
got your hand caught in the cookie jar there, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure your house is in order before you go and try to wreck somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I've said time after time.
Right.
well,
This
that's what
is-
E-Dub did. He would accuse other people doing things while he was doing it himself. You know, this is the hand
yeah.
presenting the information for the other guy while the other guy's
Yeah.
stealing your money.
Yeah,
What
he
did
was,
they
Eddie
say?
was real good at taking the heat off himself to distract
yeah.
everybody.
Very
while he was
well.
doing the-
Yeah.
yeah.
What do they say? Those who live in glass houses shall not cast stones.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, this hobby is about fun. This hobby is about collecting belts that we couldn't collect when we were in our childhood.
Yoko Scamma.
We're
Yoko Scamma.
getting viewers in on this. That's great. That's great. Love it.
Keep them coming, everybody.
You got.
It's about
you
a
guys are creative.
brotherhood. You know, it's about a love for this hobby. There's, believe it or not, there's a lot of good in this hobby that people don't show often.
But you know what else?
Yeah.
This is also a very, very strong brotherhood. We look out for each other, and we can sense when somebody's
We
coming in trying to BS us. And that's what this guy, right away.
Especially when you get hit by a new maker and that new maker is using a different name and it's actually a current maker that's been out there for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they use 15 different names.
Well, it's like Big Bros. He was the champion of all the different names. I'm sure he's out there
Oh,
under another
man.
name right now.
I'm one of the bet Big Bros is still out there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're hitting you on TikTok, they're hitting you on Instagram, they're hitting you on Twitter,
Everywhere.
you name it. Yeah. They're jumping
Yeah,
around the universe.
My Instagram, and I barely use the Instagram, and I get alerts from Instagram. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even use it.
Yeah, I do too. I haven't gotten hit up by makers in quite a while. I'm surprised by that.
Oh, you're lucky.
I've been getting a lot of robo messages from people on my leather page wanting. Somebody said she was an orphan, needed money. I'm like, I'm a business. Go somewhere else with this stuff.
Didn't you have somebody to your try to get Roman Reigns' phone number from you?
Yeah, and I gave him 8675 5309.
Yeah.
That must have
I
been
guess
the same
apparently he tried to
person-
call it because he messaged me back, said, "Hey, that's not a good working number." I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, he's got me blocked. Maybe that's why."
I would have told them I seen the writing on the wall.
Maybe because you're not in the bloodline. Maybe that's what it is.
That's it.
Uh,
That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's not good. But yeah, what the heck? Oh. Yeah, you guys made a good point. There's so much more good in the hobby than there is bad. I mean, there's
Yes.
a lot of bad, but when it comes down to it, there's a good core group of people in this hobby that keep it going. And
Mhm.
I'd like to think that all four of us are part of it.
Mhm.
I'd like to be anyway. I never imagined. I've been in the hobby since 2015. Isn't that right, Richard? Isn't that when we did the the promos? Was back 2015. So that was when I got in the hobby. It hasn't been 20 years. It's only been 8, I guess. 8 years this summer. So,
man.
and I'm still learning a lot about the hobby. I don't know everything. I don't know half.
Yeah,
of
I try to
what
learn
you do.
something every day. You know.
What's up, Brandon? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. But so just stay the course, and like I said, just do your due diligence when you're buying belts and selling belts. If something doesn't seem right to you, there's nothing wrong with asking. I've had people
Right.
who know I've got this podcast that wanted references. Like, go for it. Like, I
Mhm.
gave him Ben's name, I've given Richard's name, I've given Andy's name, and so
Mhm.
there's no shame in asking for references. I've seen people ask for references for themselves on themselves.
We're happy to
So-
help where we can.
I'm
Yeah.
going to piggyback off of Ben. I'm not an expert. I'm a collector.
Mhm.
I know a lot of other people that are experts that have been in the hobby a lot longer than I have, a lot longer than Mark has, a lot longer than Andy has. And when I got into the hobby, that's the first one I reached out to. There's a
Mhm.
couple of people that I reached out to, and they gave me good advice.
Mhm.
Right. I have people that I reach out to. Andy and I had a conversation about a belt. What was that? A couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
We
Yep.
we lean on each other too. You know, and like I've had people say, "Oh, I didn't know you was this approachable." I'm like, all you had to do is ask.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the top of the world expert of this. I know enough to be dangerous, but if I don't know something, I'm gonna try to help find that information for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what it should be about. We should be able to interact within each other.
Yeah. If we don't know what the information, we're glad we good idea of who we're gonna maybe point you to that
Right.
definitely could help.
Exactly. And you know, we don't and stop the trolling each other, you guys.
Yeah.
It's not needed.
Yeah.
We don't need to be trolling each other. You know,
Mhm.
if you don't like something, just keep scrolling.
Mhm.
Scrolling, no
Right.
trolling.
It's pretty
You
easy.
know?
See, the
We
one
got
thing
one
about
of
us
the-
Some people have a hard time with that.
Right.
Yeah.
I was leading into that. You know, we got a guy that, you know, is well known belt maker. Like again, I'm not gonna say his name. He likes to troll. And then he bitches about getting kicked from all the groups. Quit trolling, and that wouldn't
Mhm.
happen.
Yep.
I kicked him out of my group this week because he couldn't help himself.
He could no.
Yeah.
He couldn't help himself.
He never
Couldn't
can.
help himself.
He never can.
No. It's too bad. It's too bad people
Yeah.
don't want you to be part of their group because you're gonna come in there and you're gonna cause problems.
Yeah.
I
I will give him credit though. It took him a year to do it. He was in my group, admitted to my group a year ago, and it took him this long to make an ass of himself. So,
Nah, he was sitting there lurking and then lurking on something that he didn't even have nothing, no ties to him.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. He just had to go in there and say his piece and
Nah,
what he always
he
does.
said his piece and was shown the door. So
no
Yeah, longer in the
trolling.
group.
Keep scrolling. That's basically what it should go. It should be about. You know.
You know what? I would
We
like to see
appreciate that, Scott.
a lot more positivity in the belt hobby. Let's stop highlighting these scammers. Let's stop highlighting,
These narcissists.
these narcissists. I don't care if your belts are made out of plastic, paper, cardboard, brass, zinc, whatever you like and whatever you could afford. Because there's some
Just
guys
not
who make
burlap.
some. Yeah, there's some guys who make some fantastic cardboard belts because
Oh,
they
yeah.
can't.
Absolutely.
You know, there's some guys that can't afford the belts. and they put pride into their work. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of them look so real. If you didn't know, you would have thought it was metal plates.
Right.
Mhm.
Thought it was
You know, I don't
metal.
care if your plates are small. I don't care if your plates are big. I don't care if your plates are accurate. If you love it and you spent your hard-earned money on it,
Don't be
you
afraid
know,
to show it.
don't be afraid to show it.
Right.
You know, this thing, it's not
Especially in
middle
our
school.
group.
It's not high school.
Especially in our group. There's no judgment in our group. And if there is, out you go. Out they go.
Let's go. Right.
Mhm.
We
Put
don't
you
put
on a
up with that.
rocket ship. Pew, into orbit.
And I forgot at the top of the hour to remind everybody the show is sponsored by Mark the Championship Leathering. And I'm going to see if this commercial will work. Also, we have Unique Championship Belts as a sponsor of the show.
Simply put, Mark, that
And-
last comment in all capitals.
Yep.
All belts.
All belts matter.
Mhm.
There
They
you
sure
go.
do.
Speaking of Unique Championship Belts, they did the Belt of the Week today. Did not know that.
I didn't know.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Speaking of, okay. First time I click off, there's in the comment below. Exactly. I've seen people post pictures of their belts that don't look that great, but you know what? I scroll on. I like the picture. I like, click on like, I'll move on. There's no sense in trashing the belt. I mean,
Yeah.
I might not like the belt, but it's not my belt.
Yeah.
Now this is my belt. Speaking of our sponsor, Unique Championship Belts, they made these plates. Did a wonderful job with them, by the way. I did the leather on this.
I see that belt now, Mark. It looks like your homemade belt come to life.
Oh yeah,
The way the eagle
It's
is,
the
the
same
way the
design, yeah.
eagle is and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same design. And I forgot at the top of the show, I have a couple of items for sale. I have these two black inserts for the WWE Network logo belt. They're already done. They're ready to ship. They're $45 shipped each. Or if you want them both, I had a guy that ordered both of them and he backed out on me. He's ghosted me. I don't know why, but I'll ship them both for $80. So 45 each shipped or $80 shipped for both. Hit me up. Genuine leather, hand tooled, and they're slightly different. A little bit different. You see the tooling on this one? And then look at this one. It's a little bit different tooling. Slightly. Anyway, so that's get out of the way. And if you're watching us on Facebook and you comment, most likely you're going to show up as a Facebook user. And if you will click on the StreamYard link and click on the little link past that allows you to pop your name up on the screen, that would be great. Or you could just go to the World of channel on YouTube and look up Spanning the Globe. And if you're watching us on YouTube, we appreciate that very much. And that is made possible by a partnership with StreamYard subscription with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast. Landon Bumgardner and Jake Heel do a wonderful job. You can find them on Apple Podcasts or on Linktree. So be sure you check that out.
Thank you guys again.
And I want to also bring this up before I forget. We had a winner for the May picture contest, and we had a theme with what was a T-shirt in the background
For
what
June,
was this
for
time?
June, right?
For June. I'm sorry, for June. Yeah. It was. They were May pictures, but for June. And we have a winner, Mr. Steven Santiago, and this is his submission.
Very nice.
Dual-plated winged eagle with the Bret Hart T-shirt in the background. They were all good. They really were.
I like that design though. I like that the Hitman design. I've
I do
always
too.
been a fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we're saying when we say to submit pictures and be creative. You can put an action figure in their picture. You can pose with the belt. You can put it out there in on a park bench or on a dock or something like that. Just be creative. Get some unique lighting on there. One guy posted a picture of his belt hanging over the rail at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless. I mean, you can do.
I'd like to see some NWA, some WCW, some ECW.
Me too.
MLW, you name it. Share your collections. Share your memorabilia, your pictures. At a wrestling event. That's what's good about our group. You can share all that stuff.
Nor has channeled his inner Tony Khan, K-A-H-N, and he is informing us that he's making a big announcement here. He's got a new phone, which means he can come on the show now.
Yes.
All right.
So,
Nor,
we'll get with you in the next couple of weeks. Let's get you on the show in the next couple of weeks. Been looking forward to talking to you.
That'd be awesome.
So if you're up for it, let me know. I'll be happy to get you on the show. You can be on for the whole 2 hours. You can be on for 1 hour. You can be on for 5 minutes, whatever you want to do. Whatever you can do. I know you travel a lot. Yeah, we would love to have you. Tickled to death to have you on there. Been looking for this for over a year. So
yeah, man.
And I still got to come up with a giveaway for that that tumbler that I got. I need to do that soon. There you go.
Sounds good, Scott.
That'll work. That's all about.
Yeah, put something together and submit it. Might be the next winner.
Yep.
Yeah. So before the show, we were talking about AEW and that big tag match. It was. I just didn't like it.
Somebody needs to talk with Tony.
I think they have.
Guys,
just hadn't done any good.
Guys, gonna be honest with you, I'd rather watch Tony Storm's OnlyFans than watch that tag match over again.
You and me both. I would rather watch Tony Storm's OnlyFans over a lot of things, but but no, I just think that Chris Jericho needs to hang it up. I really do. He's well past his prime. Let's get the younger talent pushed.
As time goes by, he's just getting more annoying with everything he does. He's getting to be a cranky old man. He's always
like that great uncle you had that in the 80s he was a rocker. He always listened to punk rock music, and he just can't get out of that phase as he's older.
Yeah. And no matter what he does, he's always got to take shots at WWE all the time. It just gets old.
Yep.
You know what makes so bad? Jarrett looks better than him, and Jarrett's older than him.
Oh, Jarrett looks great.
Yeah.
Jarrett's in there.
Yeah.
Well, look at
I mean, Jarrett was been around so long, he might have been wrestling when Jericho was in high school.
You know who else looks good? Look at Billy Gunn. He's in great shape.
Right.
Yeah.
These guys are almost 60 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Hart's in better shape than Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho had a great physique when in his prime, when he was a young lion in the sport. He had a great physique. He's let himself go.
Yeah, he sure has.
Now he looks like the warthog of wrestling.
Yeah, he does. I finally got these pictures to upload. By the way, the show was talking about these bolts. Here's how they were welded on. I don't know who the maker was, so I don't want to. There's not a whole lot of material around that. See that?
No, there's not.
Oh.
Well, usually they go in more, right, around the bolt itself until the base.
Well, there's usually like a bubble around the bottom of that where the weld has attached itself to both the bolt and the plate. Now, when it popped off, this is what it looked like. Look at the head of that bolt.
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's clean as a whistle.
Yeah, there's nothing really holding it down securely.
Yeah. So here's how I did what I did to fix it. I got some JB Weld out, and I put it on the head of the bolt, put it back down there to glue it on there, and then I surrounded the head of that bolt in that stuff to keep it from coming off. Now that doesn't mean it's going to keep it that way, but it's a better shot. So it's got a lot more cold weather on it compared to. Now look at the one above it. See the one above it with the washer.
Mm-hmm.
The washer lays flat on the plate. It shouldn't do that. There should be a hump there. A good weld will have a hump around there.
Now, what kind of weld is that? Is that like a tack weld?
Yeah, they got a special gun or something, some kind of machine. It's like a
Mhm.
spot weld, and they put on and they just put it on there and pull the trigger, and it just instantaneously just puts an electrical burst out there. It just spot welds. Is what it does.
Oh, okay. So they don't
And
actually
either
use
this
the
mech-
welding tool.
No,
It's like
no,
just
I've
a
seen it.
machine.
I've
Okay.
seen it. It's got two little prongs there, and it has a bolt sticking out. Trigger, it heats it up, and it just kind of glues it on. And I
Okay.
think, now this is just my opinion. I think what happened was he didn't pull the trigger long enough. Didn't hold it
Could
down
be.
long enough. You think?
Mhm.
Because I always thought they did it with a torch.
Oh yeah. Some may, but
That's what I would always thought it was.
no.
I
There's
didn't
a.
realize it was like
there's
a
a guy-
tack gun.
Oh, who was that maker? That guy down in Dallas. It was no long business. Romeo did the leather for.
Um,
Was it JD or JP, whatever it was?
no.
No,
No?
it was. No. Guy's name. That.
It's on the tip of my tongue, man. He ran that one Facebook group.
I know Mark's having bad weather over by him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We were
me too.
having it
I'm,
earlier.
I'm surprised I'm even up right now because it's storming outside my house. And then just found out we just got a Facebook alert saying it snowed on Pikes
Oh,
Peak.
jeez.
Oh wow.
Today's June 1st.
Well, Ben, to make you feel better, today starts hurricane season down in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, I saw that.
I am not looking forward to the next couple months.
I've been kicked out
Yeah.
of StreamYard twice. This is how bad it's getting. It's getting ridiculous.
It's,
Yeah.
Nor is the
it's-
scammer from the east.
it's-
The Far
yeah,
East.
It snowed on Pikes Peak today.
Wow.
Nice.
Pretty heavy too. It said it's over
Been
a
on
foot
top
up there.
Pikes Peak. It's pretty cold up there.
Yeah.
It could be 100 degrees down there on the highway. You pull
On
up, go
the
drive up the
plains,
road,
right.
it goes to 30 degrees up there top of the mountains.
Very fast.
That's
Mhm.
awesome, Scott.
Very fast.
So we're hoping to get a new belt of the week next week. Ultimate Cuddles got a new. He won it in a raffle in the HAS.
Well, I should be
Belts
getting.
group,
Yeah, I
so-
should be getting mine within the next couple weeks.
Well, I'm trying to get these other 3 belts done so I can start on one of my own. So I can show it off because I'm tired of showing the same old belts off. Yeah, Scott's in the eastern half of the state. I'm in the western half of the state.
Hmm.
We got a couple thunderstorms today, by the way. Lightning and thunder and heavy rain, pea-sized hail.
Hmm.
Springtime in Oklahoma. Today, I
Right.
think, is the first official day of meteorological summer. And I think
Oh,
one of
wow.
our weathermen said that here in a few days, the days are going to start getting shorter again already.
Wow, already.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
usually June 21st.
Okay.
You start losing seconds throughout
Right.
the day.
Hmm.
So the longest day of the year is June
20th.
You do the same,
June
Scott.
20th.
What else is going on wrestling? Sammy Guevara and Ty are pregnant.
Oh yeah, they're
Uh-huh.
gonna have a baby. That was a pretty good
Yeah, there's
announcement.
some-
That was better than Tony Khan's announcement.
Yeah, way better.
Yeah. Well,
That's another one I can't
Announced
wait to
as-
see her pregnant.
announcing that I just passed gas would be beat one of the announcements. Didn't, but it would be this announcement.
Hey, I'm gonna start a new pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be called Scamiversary.
Yeah. Scamomania.
Scamomania. My announcements is I don't have any announcement.
King of the
Scammy
scam.
W. Tony Khan, CON.
Hmm.
I mean, come on, guys. Was his announcement a surprise to any of you?
No.
What was his
No.
announcement? I wasn't watching last night.
CM Punk is
CM
going to be
Punk.
on Collision
I mean, I knew when they were going to do this.
In
I
Chicago.
told Ben.
in Chicago.
I told Ben. I said, "Watch, it's going to be in
Yep.
Chicago," which it
Scam
was.
skate.
Of course, Tony Khan. I mean, CM Punk.
I'm still trying to determine if I want to go to
Scam me the money.
Dynamite. next week.
Somebody just scam me the money.
Somebody take the damn money!
I said that in my video too, by the way.
No, it's
Did ya?
scam me the damn money.
Yeah, scam me the damn money.
Looks like $150 was in there. Somewhere.
Right?
Yeah. It's $25,000 cash.
Right.
Wonder how they raise.
How much would he have got in PayPal then?
In Guido's suitcase,
Wow.
there'll be food stamps.
Yeah. Food stamps and Monopoly money.
There you go. There you go. Hey, well, you've been in the hobby 20 years. I mean, what do you guys say?
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
20 years. Yes.
20 years.
He'll start having some of
That's
that
impressive.
Okada cash.
Oh, God,
Rainmaker.
Oh, jeez. Mark, I
Is
got
there
that
anything-
song in my head now.
Which one?
The Scammy Man
Scammy
can.
Man? Yeah. Oh, man. You can take your PayPal. Then go file a claim.
I'm dying to hear Gary sing that.
Steal it from collector so he'll take the walk of shame.
Scammy man. The scammy man can.
There you go, yeah. Skin man can because he
Bring out
files
the
all
lighters.
claims and makes himself look good. Sorry for the poor people. I'm just cracks me up.
What about Monday
Another-
night with Seth Rollins and what's her name?
Oh, they were creating
Rhea
Shawn
Ripley.
Michaels and
Yeah.
Well, the new champ comes out and he splits his pants.
Oh yeah. Getting into the ring, no less.
Yeah.
yeah, couldn't even get in the ring without.
Well, if he
without
would
equipment
get out
on,
of
so.
Becky's closet, then he wouldn't
Yeah,
have
he's
that
got to.
problem.
Yeah, really need to
There you
quit wearing
go.
Becky's. Yeah. I
Well, at
agree
least
with
didn't have those big red boots on.
Well, they interviewed him and they said what made him do that. He said it was the right moment at the right time, so he just took a chance.
Yeah,
And it
bad.
wasn't like something that was planned. He just did it. And she went with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think he's gotten way too cartoonish. He does the Joker thing, and I don't like the goofy line. The lot better as a serious heel or a B-face. You know, just
He's trying to go
Doesn't have to-
overboard. That's what it is.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, he's got it. He just needs to quit with this corny.
He needs to,
Yeah.
come to realization that he is a face and go, be a face, not this strange guy comes out with weird stuff and you don't know where he's at. Everybody knows he's a face.
Yeah.
He needs to know he's
He
a face.
doesn't have to be over. He already is.
He is. They're singing his
Yeah,
annoying
exactly.
song. I
Yeah.
mean, every week. So,
And the laugh, the
Oh, I
laugh.
hate that
yeah.
maniacal laugh. It's awful. Awful.
I guess.
What
it
did
makes
you
sense.
guys think of Night of Champions?
I enjoyed it.
I actually thought it was decent.
I
Not
thought this is
bad,
the first
not bad.
Saudi show that I really enjoyed.
What about the angle with Trish and the girl from NXT?
Well, it's one way to get the new girl a name because she's with Trish.
His
So
Give her a
name
little
came to
push.
my mind.
I'll be right back, guys.
His
All right.
name came to my mind. Who that maker you was talking about?
Mm,
Corey King.
that's
Yep.
it.
that's it.
I couldn't
That's
think of
it.
yeah.
See,
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean, Night of Champions, like I said, was good. I love the thing that happened with Roman and Jimmy Uso. Like I said, I've called this for months. Even Andy called it.
hmm
The
Yeah.
bloodline is starting to crumble.
They're starting to crumble, but with the good writing we've had, I'm sure they got their replacements or a very good storyline to come. They know what they're doing, you know.
Oh yeah, I already know they have it in the bag.
With
And like I
Triple H
said,
in charge. With Vince, oh my God, if Vince was running this, forget it.
if they put the authors of Pain with Roman and Solo and Paul Heyman and Paul Ellery together, that's
Mhm.
two great management minds together.
Or Tama Tonga and his brother.
Oh yeah, and his brother.
Oh, that would be a great. I mean,
That would even be good too.
so there's so many. The possibilities are endless with this storyline.
But did we
Yeah.
think it would be Jimmy and not Jay? No, I didn't think it would be Jimmy. I thought it would be Jay.
That's
And-
the beauty of keeping the storyline going.
And that's the beauty of Triple H, because he twisted it because everybody was thinking it was Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Now
And
Jay's the one that's saying to Jimmy, "What are you doing?"
Going back to you guys mentioning Tama Tonga and Tangaloa, they live in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, some people think they live over in Japan. No,
They travel back and forth.
they go back and forth. So,
Yep.
you know, that's a long trip to keep making, man.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
eventually gonna get tired of making that trip.
Well,
I mean,
don't Carl Anderson live in Tampa too?
I think he does.
And
But
then what's his name
wife,
also?
His wife is from Japan.
Yep.
So,
Off
you
again.
know, those guys might be looking for something
Okay.
here in the United States. I mean, Anderson and Gallows came back and stayed in the United
Service.
States for a while.
Well, I'm waiting for them to wind up on one of the brands in the States because
Yeah.
I like them. They're good. The Gorillas of Destiny. Is that what it is, Ben?
Yeah, God.
Oh,
Yeah.
when that dropped, when they did that, I lost my mind. That song, I love that theme song.
And they used to
You
paint
guys
their
hear me
face-
now?
do their, face
Yep.
Yeah.
paint.
Yeah, we'll hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay. Kicked off again. I think somebody scammed me on the internet service.
Are you using Scamnet?
Man. You scammed it. Yeah.
He's got the red phone to the scam.
Are you using Scam
Scam
Mobile? Mark?
OL.
Scam Mobile.
Scam Mobile.
Scam OL.
Come on, Mark. Tell the truth.
Scam OL. Scam OL.
Scam-OL.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got
jeez.
scammed.
Possibilities are endless, boys.
Yeah.
God, remember the days of the dial-up internet? Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
it's terrible.
the worst thing was, remember when your mother didn't know you were on the internet and she picked up the phone? Hello? Your grandmother, hello?
Yeah.
And knocked you
Took you
off.
off the internet? Yeah.
And then they complain about what's that noise on the phone? What is that?
One quick thing also came out today. Ted DiBiase announced he's got some brain damage from wrestling.
Who? Who?
Ted DiBiase.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
wow.
I didn't hear
Yeah,
that.
they're not calling it Alzheimer's or dementia or anything like that. But it sounds kind of like symptoms of CTE.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
I hate hearing that.
He took a lot of bumps.
He did.
He
He
did.
took a lot of bumps.
Well, he took those pile drivers on the concrete floor in the George TV studio,
Yeah.
Yep.
That guy.
which
took
I'm sure
a
he didn't
lot
really
of
hit his
bumps
head, but I mean, just stuff like that. Yeah.
because he was
He had a
really
long
good
career.
at taking bumps as
You know who
as a
I'm
heel.
surprised it hasn't started showing signs? I mean, God bless Terry Funk.
Oh yeah.
You know, but Mick Foley.
Mm-hmm.
Mick Foley,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think kind of sometimes he does. He gets that spaced out.
I'm
look
amazed he
sometimes.
can walk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
amazed he can walk.
Well, one that amazes me is Jimmy Valiant, 80-something years old, and he still wrestles.
Yep.
Yeah. Give me a kiss, baby. He was a character.
He was. He
Hey,
was always entertaining
Kingfish,
to watch.
Kingfish.
Jimmy knew how to
Oh.
work a crowd.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Sure did.
Another thing came out today. You know, we know Carmella's expecting, but I
Ooh,
guess they
yeah.
had their gender reveal, and she's having a boy.
She's having a boy. Yep.
Having a
Live
boy.
on TV, they did it on a talk show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was on a TV show, talk show.
Okay. There must be something in the water. You got Alexa Bliss, you got Carmella, Ty Conti. Half of the Iconics just had a baby not very long ago.
The
Yep.
wrestling world, man. All the women of the wrestling world.
Alexa, cancel. Alexa
Nah,
Bliss by Alexa
I'm
Stark.
not even gonna say it. I'm gonna get us canceled in here if I say it. So. Just shut up, Dan. I had some evil things to say.
It seems a lot of the women in WWE are striving to be mothers, and good for them. I mean,
Hey,
there's more to life than work.
Yeah, they're about to experience the best thing you can ever experience.
Right.
oh, have you guys seen pictures of Nia Jax lately?
She's
Yeah.
looking good.
I saw
Starting to
one.
look even better.
She's losing that weight. I give her credit.
Don't get me wrong. She was hot when she was thicker,
Yeah,
but she's starting to go back to that modeling look, the way she used to look.
yeah. She got that
She's very
Charlotte
pretty.
Flair.
She's
She's
a very
working with
pretty
Charlotte
lady.
Flair.
Yeah,
Charlotte-
Charlotte's helping her lose it, and it's awesome, man. I mean, I
Good for
follow her on
Nia.
Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
TikTok.
She's very pretty. Very, very pretty.
She is. She is.
I mean, for a Samoan woman, she's beautiful. I gotta
Mhm.
say.
Yeah.
I think her mom's from England or France, something like that.
Oh, really? Did not know that.
Her mother.
Mother. What else is going on in the world of wrestling? Anything?
Hmm.
Yeah, congratulations, Nia Jax. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, they started up.
Scott, you and I are both. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they started up the Money in the Bank once again.
Yeah, the
Oh, okay.
trying to find out the participants in the Money in the Bank. We all know Cody's gonna be in there,
Oh yeah,
and we know
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
win
win it.
We're gonna win.
and Cody's gonna win
That's how
it.
he's
Yeah,
gonna finish
Cody's
the
gonna
story.
win.
CM Punk coming
I just
back.
don't
yeah.
understand that they built him all up, Cody, to go after the titles, and now he can't even get into the finals of this World Heavyweight Championship tournament. I mean, it's ridiculous.
To me, to be honest with you, Mark, if they built him up high and he took the title right away,
Yeah. It's a slow and steady process. They're building him so slowly but steadily that when he does win it,
yeah,
everybody's
it's gonna be
Oh,
worth it.
I get that. I get
Mhm.
that. What I don't get is they're just totally destroying him in the ring. Really.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not really building him up. They're just tearing the hell out of him.
Well, when he gets
I mean,
there,
he went to a squash
Well,
match
like
with Brock Lesnar. I mean,
I think this third round with him and Brock's gonna put him over big time.
yeah, I agree because he's just due for that to happen. And Brock is good about he did it for Roman and others. He's going to do it for Cody too.
that's true. That's true.
So
Just like Taker put over Brock.
mm-hmm.
So now it's Brock's time to put over somebody else.
It's his turn to pass the torch, if you will, whatever you want to call it. It's Brock's turn to do that now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Ouch.
What about the MJF thing with Tony Khan when they did that press conference thing?
I just think Tony. It's like somebody tells all the wrestlers, okay, no matter what you do, wherever you talk, just cuss all you want, okay? Just cuss your brains out.
Yeah.
Why is it so necessary to cuss like that? I don't need it. I don't
Oh,
see the-
I don't
I'm sorry, but I have to bring it up. The exploding sneaker.
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. You guys talk. I got to refresh the page because I can't get the banner so low, so I'll be back. But yeah, talk about that exploding sneaker. That's hilarious.
Oh my God. It was like somebody taped one of those pop things on the bottom of the sneaker and it went boom.
Right.
Oh, but they had decorative flames or whatever sparks to light it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
That
more
exploding
impressed
shoe.
because that exploding shoe had more explosions than that exploding ring.
The
did.
ring ropes.
Yeah. That. Oh my God. Everybody thought of that too. It's like yeah, the
And like Andy said, I'm getting tired of the screwdriver bit. I'm
Yeah,
getting tired of it.
I mean, do a baseball bat, do something. A screwdriver? Come on.
And what
guys.
about take a shit or joining BCC?
I don't know about you, but I could not understand half of what he said last night.
You need subtitles.
Yeah, please do, because I can't understand what he's saying. It's just what? Huh?
But I think if anybody can
Boomhauer.
put that guy over, they will.
Yeah,
He's
please put
Boomhauer.
subtitles on there. I can't understand a thing he's saying.
Yeah, Boomhauer. There you go.
Yeah.
That's right, Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn up, Bobby.
Yeah, they just need some good storylines. Tony Khan needs to step back as a booker and get somebody that can actually book.
Okay, but is Don Callis gonna just take a shoot, whatever his name is, and is he starting a new group, or is him and Take a Shooter, are they gonna wind up with the BCC? We don't. I mean, what are they doing there?
I'd like to see him and what's his
Mark.
name? Who's the young
Sorry,
kid?
Mark.
The young kid with the black hair. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. Who's the Ring of Honor champion? Willa Yuta.
Oh yeah.
Willa Yuta. Put him and
Wheeler
Taker
Yuta.
together as a
Yeah.
tag team.
Wheeler, you talk about somebody who's gone so far, man.
Oh yeah.
I like him.
Good
I
night,
like him.
Mark.
Night, Mark.
Yep.
Have a good
Catch
night.
you later.
Speaking of
And
big,
this-
Tony Khan's big announcement, you know what a big announcement would be?
What?
Moxley will not bleed tonight.
Good
That would be a
luck.
big announcement. Yeah.
Good luck.
Tonight's announcement is there's no announcements. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like those two things have become the biggest joke in wrestling. You know, the Moxley bleeding every week, and then Tony Khan with a stupid announcement every week.
Now, is it me
Right.
or when you look at him when he does the announcement, he has the mic in his hand and it looks like he's reading something?
He's all catatonic.
Yeah, he looks-
'cause,
Yeah, he's like,
He's glazed
So-
over. It's like, eh.
It's like, dude, go.
it's like Tony,
there-
put
there
the
you go,
vo-
there it
yeah,
is.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Tony, put the
I know.
vodka down.
Right.
Back
Put
to
the
you
fucking
guys.
down.
He's trying to
Put the
be
vodka
like
down.
a news correspondent. Is what he's trying to act like.
Right?
Right.
It's terrible.
Then one week he has a beard, the other week he's clean shaven. Next week he has a beard. The following week he's clean shaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Juan. He
What
does
about
look
when he
like a
came
bullshit.
out with the cowboy hat on?
Oh, but doggone it, they got rid of Hangman's leather eye patch. He's not a pirate anymore.
The
That's
TBS
good.
title match, it was pretty good. I mean,
They kinda
Jade has
ba-
ran her course. It's
they
time
kinda
for her
buried.
to move
They
to the
needed to
World
make a change.
Championship.
They need to make
Yeah.
a change, but not to who won it. I'm
They
sorry.
they kind of buried Taya on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
I
was.
agree.
But I think
uh,
she's set to win it. So
Did you see her? Like,
Yeah.
she's got that evil look on her face. Like she's
Yeah,
gonna do.
I think she's gonna turn heel and take it
Yep.
from Chris Statlander.
yeah,
Yep.
It's
definitely.
like you know, we all know Chris Statlander is gonna get hurt again.
Mhm.
Always
She's
her.
gonna tear an ACL again and
Mhm.
be out for another 12 to 18 months.
What do they call it when they have a short term as champion?
Transitional champion.
Yeah, I think she's a transitional champion
Or interim.
or interim. But I definitely see Jay going for the women's world championship.
They gonna have to elevate her up.
Yeah.
She'll probably get it either later this year or sometime next year.
I gotta say though that the entrance that she did was pretty good. She came out. That was pretty cool. I did not expect them to do an after match after that one. That was a little bit of a shocker.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cowboy guy with
Watch menu.
with the eye patch.
Ahoy, matey, the pirate.
Maybe give me eye patch. We'll teach you to say R.
It's Scam Man. I am Adam Page.
Yeah, man.
Captain Scam
Yeah, but-
Sparrow.
Going back to Chris Statlander. Was she ever a top tier star for them to put her over in
No.
that match the way
No.
they did?
No, she's been with them since the beginning, but she's been hurt all the time.
Right. She was hurt or she was taking pins.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she comes out here all like she was the top star in the company and was, winning titles and stuff, and she beats
Mhm.
Is she
Yeah.
the Brooklyn Brawler of the female wrestlers?
Right. I would have rather had Taya beat her
Mm-hmm.
than
Yeah, it would have been
Uh,
simple. They
Chris.
didn't have to do the garbage that they did. Just
Right.
have
I
Ty
mean-
win, new champion.
I
Simple
just
as
didn't.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with that at all. I think that
Me
was
neither.
bad booking.
I agree. I
And
agree.
you know,
We-
people will say, "Well, she run her course," but I mean, people were paying attention to that streak too.
Yes, yes.
They was
Mhm.
they was interested in it. So
We can't forget about the Pillars match. I do agree with Tony Khan having MJF winning because the other guys weren't ready for it. They're not ready for
three.
it yet.
Those three are not ready. They're mid card at best right now. They're mid card.
Well,
MJF
MJF's drawing a lot
is
of
the
heat
best
too.
person.
Yes.
Well,
He
he's
can
doing his
draw the
job.
heat.
MJF is doing his job, just like Ben said. Yes.
Just like
His job's
Triple H
draw heat.
said, if you can get the fans to hate you, then you're doing the job you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because then you're over.
Well,
Yeah.
the job of the champion is to draw heat. He's very good at that.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. And people tune in to see what he's going to say every week.
Mhm.
He's doing his job.
He
Yep.
just needs to tone down the language. Is all he needs to do.
Well, that's
I'm-
Tony Khan. He's got a. They all cuss, and I just don't know.
Well, they
what the
started
purpose.
beeping it out. Now they're not
Oh,
doing
now
it
no, you got to
anymore.
hear it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, genius, Mr. Khan. There's a lot of kids, families that watch this. I don't think
Absolutely.
moms and dads want their kids hearing that every week. I
What
know
what
I
about the
wouldn't.
kids in attendance?
Yeah, the kids in
Right.
attendance are here too. It's just ridiculous. There's no
Yeah.
need for that.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony
mean,
Khan's
unless-
one of them.
Yeah, unless the fans' parents are okay with it, even at his meet and greets, the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like Ben says, he's got that heat.
Mm-hmm.
But is it an obsessive amount of vulgarity needed? No,
No, it's
No.
not needed.
no. You could be a heel without it.
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, some of the best. You never heard Flair cuss when he was at the top of his game, and everybody hated him. He didn't
No.
cuss.
Yeah.
You didn't need that.
You
Piper
don't need the
too.
foul language to get over. You just don't.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the Road Warriors cussing. They was the most badass tag team of all time, and we
Yeah.
grew up
Well, you
watching
know why,
them.
Ben? They had the look. They had the
Right.
look,
Yeah.
and their look was like the BA of the group. You know what
And
I
they-
mean?
Yeah. They might have said "damn," but that's as worse as it got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
look
know,
at the horsemen.
they were
Look at the horsemen. They never cursed.
No, they didn't have to.
The Road Warriors are intense. They didn't need the foul language. They were very
Well, the
intense.
Road Warriors were intimidating from day one.
That and they had Paul Ellering that did majority of the talking anyway.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And
Yeah.
Paul Ellering, one of the greatest managers on the mic,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because he can
Yep.
draw your attention very fast, and he was the perfect complement to them because his intensity matched those two.
Mhm.
You know,
Yep.
And then
Never
the
mind.
powers of pain. The powers of pain. The warlord.
And never
They
Never
were
mind.
mind
the fact-
intimidated. You know, they
Never
were
mind that-
intimidating.
And never
Right.
mind the fact, in my book, the Road Warriors are the best tag team
They-
ever.
they-
Number one.
They the Powers of Pain had Paul Jones.
Yep.
Great manager on the mic.
Mhm.
I used to hate that little asshole, but
Yeah, and they didn't bring
Paul
him with them to the
did his
WWF.
job.
You
I think
remember?
They went down because they didn't have They didn't have Paul Jones with them in the WWF.
Right. when they went to
You remember,
WWF, right?
Teddy Long with Dan Spidey and Sid Vicious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Twin Tower or what are the Twin Towers.
I enjoyed the Undertaker. It was skyscrapers.
The
Skyscraper.
skyscrapers. Yeah,
I
that
loved
was
it.
it.
When it was Undertaker in that group, I loved it. I loved
Yep.
those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to WWF, became the Undertaker.
So that's pretty much what,
I,
I mean what we grew up on. We grew up on that type
Yep.
of stuff.
Well, when I watched the Von Erichs, it was I'm gonna kick your tail. You
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Ass.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then Kerry would drink his milk, and I mean, you know, they didn't need anything shock material.
I agree,
No.
Scott. You said it the best right there.
Exactly.
Yep, exactly.
Arn Anderson could talk your ear off. Would talk
Mhm.
trash with the biggest.
Oh yeah,
Clean.
Mhm.
Heyman never need to cuss.
Paul Heyman.
Not until you start
Um,
running ECW.
Bobby
then
Heenan?
you kind of
Well, yeah, ECW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby
Who was
Heenan,
Tully Anderson? Tully.
Ty Blanchard.
JJ
Tully Blanchard.
Dillon.
J.J. Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
And JJ
Bobby the
Dillon
Brain
was so
Heenan.
articulated.
Bobby the
And,
Brain Heaton.
you know,
Yep.
Oh, Bobby.
Nah.
Loved Bobby.
Another one,
Gary
a good
Gary
one.
Hart.
Gary
Gary
Hart.
Hart, in my opinion, was the best manager.
What about the Colonel?
He scared me.
The Colonel was good too.
Which Colonel? Colonel
Sanders?
No, not Colonel Sanders. You know who I'm talking about.
The
Colonel
Bears?
Tell you
from
what.
WCW.
You talking about
I can't think of who that is.
what's his name?
I can't think of his name. It's right on the
Um,
tip of my tongue.
Was he a
Right.
manager?
Yeah, he was a manager.
Colonel.
Robert Fuller. Robert Fuller.
There you go.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Robert Fuller.
Well, what
Um,
about Kevin
Nick-
Sullivan? Never needed that either.
Kevin
no.
Sutherland. Yep.
Kevin Sullivan was just crazy.
Yeah, he would scare the heck out of you. He
Right.
Didn't
He'd
he
roll
know-
his
Roll his
eyes
eyes back in the back of his head.
Right.
Yeah. I
Nick
miss the Varsity
Boxwinkle.
Club. I enjoyed that when they
Nick
did the Varsity Club.
Bockwinkel, the Varsity Club. Yep.
Yep.
Nick Bockwinkel was very eloquent and very businesslike in his promos.
Right. You
Hey.
can tell, you know.
Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, Vader didn't need to cuss. He just kicked butt.
No,
He just out there kicking butt. You know.
they didn't say it. They did it.
Yeah, that's it. But for some reason, Tony Khan lets it go, and I just wish it would stop.
It's getting way out of hand. So
Yeah.
The golden age of wrestling. I mean, that's all I gotta say.
Could you imagine Stone Cold in AEW now being able to say all that?
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
He'd fly off the
Oh, man.
handle.
yeah, it would.
I mean, it's like, Steve, man, you can't say all that. I don't give a shit.
Oh, speaking of that, Hulk Hogan was quoted saying he watches AEW.
Oh yeah, I saw
Really?
that.
He
Mhm.
said he watches everything.
Yeah.
And he's starting to look good, guys. I gotta say, he's getting back to
Does he
not
watch
his
Impact?
original self, but his health is getting better.
Did you see that show after Dynamite last night? Was about him about his sex tape.
Oh,
I had to record it.
I've
Yeah,
got
I'm gonna
DVR.
watch it tomorrow.
I got
I'm gonna
DVR.
watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, me
That
too.
was something else.
I saw the beginning and then I got
Yeah.
distracted from something else.
I hit record right before I went to bed.
Yeah, it was something else.
Yeah, because he ended up suing Bubba the Love Sponge.
No, he sued Gawker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sued Gawker.
All for
Gawker, he
releasing
got-
that.
Did they ever
He got
prove that
Yeah.
Bubba was involved in it?
No,
They were
what
proving Bubba
happened
involved in
was
it?
He got himself
there was a
out of it.
third party. There was a third party that one of his workers,
stole it.
Bubba the
They
Love
stole it out of
Sponge
his
workers,
office.
stole the tape and sold it to Gawker
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and then Hogan won the suit for 140 million.
because Bubba gave him permission to sleep with his wife.
Oh yeah, like he was saying, oh here's a blanket, oh here's my wife. Good night.
Yeah.
Here you go, brother.
You must be
There
a
you
fan
go,
of
brother.
Henny Youngman. Take my wife, please.
Yeah.
You remember Henny Youngman? Take my wife, please.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he
Okay,
sure
brother.
did. Yeah.
Might
Yeah,
have
yeah.
been a badge of honor for
Literally.
him.
Right?
I guess.
But that's what you get for having home surveillance inside your house.
Right.
Yeah.
He hid that tape for a reason. You know that. God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe his story that he didn't want to release that.
Hey,
the right of-
Hulk, would you sleep with my wife? Because wait, what?
Right. You have to think about
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
it.
That's just
Oh, man.
On that note, we're out of time. So this week, thank everybody for joining us tonight. Watch out for scammers. Watch out for Guidos. And watch out for the Candyman.
I think I got to go look for some new hats and some gold chains.
and everybody behave so you don't get
There you
a case number assigned to you. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, this don't get case number signed.
right.
Yeah.
You ain't get a
Yeah,
Mr.
don't
T
get case
starter
numbers
kit.
signed. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. So I want to thank Ben Walker for joining us tonight.
Thank you for
And on
having me.
behalf of on behalf of Andy and Richard, and I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And we'll be back next week, hopefully for another very good show. So enjoy yourselves, enjoy your weekend, and have a great week. And stay safe, everybody. Have a good night.
Stay blessed, everybody.
Take care.